Okay, dear students, let us solve another numerical from the book Engineering Mechanics by Timosenko, Yong, Rao and Sukumar Pati, right? So, problem set 2.1 and solution to the problem 2.7. Engineering Mechanics by Timosenko, Yong, Rao and Sukumar Pati. Now, very simple. Draw the free body diagram of the bars AC and BC as shown in the figure C. Free body diagram of the bar AC and BC. Look, this AC is a bar, this BC is a bar. It is pin jointed here at point C, and at this point there is a horizontal force applied of 4450 Newton horizontally. This is also horizontal, and this angle are not given. So let me take let angle CAB. This angle is equal to alpha, and angle CBA is equal to beta, and we'll find out these two angles. And this point C, from which there is a horizontal force of 4450 Newton, this is also horizontal, this is all horizontal, so this is the perpendicular distance, which is given as 762 millimeter. And when a perpendicular is drawn from here, this joint is at a distance from this point 915 millimeter, this is given, and from this point to this point is 610 millimeter, that is what it is given, right? And this is the force that is given, 4450 Newton. So if you drop a perpendicular and if you look at this triangle CA, let's say this point is equal to D. CAD. This angle is alpha. So your tan alpha will be perpendicular. So your tan alpha will be perpendicular over base. That is 762 divided by 915. 762 by 915. So from this, your alpha is equal to tan inverse of this. If you put it in a calculator, scientific calculator, you get it as 39.78 degree. इसके आगे भी digits है. I have not taken it, and when you convert that to degree, minute and seconds, it comes out to be 39 degree 47 minute 13.52 seconds. So alpha is found out. Now similarly in triangle CDB, which is right angle triangle, since this is perpendicular, this is 90, this is 90 degree. So tan beta, tan of this angle is equal to perpendicular by base 762 divided by 610. So tan beta is equal to 762 divided by over 610. So beta is equal to tan inverse of this. So that comes out to be 51.32185 degree. When this is converted to degree, minute and seconds of arc, it comes out to be 51 degree 19 minute 18.69. So we'll consider, right? Now is interesting. Now the bar AC and BC are pin jointed at C. The bar AC and BC are pin jointed at C and is pulled horizontally by a force 4450 Newton, and is pulled by a force 4450 Newton, right? So what will happen? What will happen these two bars? Now that is to be explained. Look, this angle is alpha is equal to 39 degree 47 minute. Beta is equal to 51 degree 19 minutes. So this plus this is more than 90 degree. So this plus this is more than 90 degree. So this angle from here to here will be less than 90, because the sum of these three angles, alpha plus beta plus this angle, has to be 180 degree because it is triangular. Now due to this force, what happens? Now you can resolve this force. This force is horizontal. Now let me draw a line like this. Right. And so this angle is alpha, because this is horizontal, this line is parallel to this, so this I have taken as alpha, so this is also alpha. So if you can find the component of this force along this direction, then this is a force. This component of this force, due to this component of this force, the bar AC is pulled to this side. Means it is trying, this force is trying to extend this bar. Right? Now, similarly, now if you can find a component of this force to this side, there is no need it to this side. Now since this angle is beta, this angle will also be beta, because this line is parallel to this. This is beta, so therefore this will be beta, alternate angle. So due to this component of this force, the bar AC is stretched, and due to this component of this force, the bar CB is compressed. That is what is to be understood. Then it is easy. So the conclusion is, so the bar BC is under a compression. The bar BC is under a compression due to this component of this force, and the bar AC is under an extension due to tension. The bar AC, due to this component, is under an extension. It is trying to extend. So that is to be understood fast. So then comes to the free body diagram. Now, so I have taken the bar AC, this AC, the free body diagram for the bar AC, I am showing it here. The free body diagram of the bar BC, I am showing it here, and the free body diagram of the point C, I am showing it here. I will just explain. So I just explained that the bar AC is under an extension due to this component of this force 4450 Newton. So I am showing it for AC. This is your S1 and this is your S1. And this angle I just calculated, that was your alpha. It came out to be 39 degree 47 minute. Similarly, for the bar BC, which was under a compression, when you are pulling to this side with 4450 Newton, this component of this force is compressing the bar BC, like this. So therefore I have shown S2, the compressing force, S2 like this for the bar BC, and this angle we calculated beta as 51 degree 19 minutes. Then come back to point C. This is the point C from which there was a horizontal force 4450 Newton, and this is your bar AC, this is your bar BC. Now Now, if you since this angle is alpha, if you draw horizontal, therefore this angle is also alpha, which I have shown it here, 39 degree 47 minutes. Now, since this angle is beta, therefore this angle is beta. So that is what I have shown here. Beta 51 degree 19 minutes. Now the point C, these 2 points were together here. Now S1 is to this side, because it was an extension. Now your S2 is to this side. So this is the free body diagram of the point C, right? Now you might ask why this S1 is not taken to this side. Now because it is in equilibrium, so this is how it is explained. Now regarding the components of a vector, this you must remember. How to find components of a vector. Suppose this is a vector, resultant vector R. This is OA. This is OB. OA is one component of R. OB is another component of R. This component is making alpha with the resultant. This component is making angle beta with the resultant. Then your OA is equal to R sin beta over sin alpha plus beta. OB is equal to R sin alpha over sin alpha plus beta by using the sine formula, because look, this side is parallel to this. So if this is beta, this is also beta. So this will be 180, means pi minus alpha plus beta. So using sine formula for the triangle OAP, we get R over sine of this angle. R over sine of this angle is equal to OA over sine of this angle. OA over sine beta is equal to AP over sine of alpha. AP over sine of alpha. And your AP is same thing as OB. So by cross multiplying these two, we get OA is equal to R sin beta over sin alpha plus beta. By cross multiplying this with this, we get OB, that is same thing as AP. OB, that is same thing as AP, is equal to R sin alpha over sin alpha plus beta, right? You have to use this method to find the component of vectors, because in this case here, this alpha plus beta is not 90, so you cannot use the method 4450 cos alpha, 4450 sin alpha. You cannot say this one is equal to 4450 cos alpha, this one is equal to 4450 cos beta. You cannot say, because alpha plus beta is not 90 degree. That cos alpha cos beta term comes if we have rectangular components. So that is all about. Okay.